There we go. Alright, that should work. Alright. I think we are good to go, ladies and gentlemen. Well, they kick off for real in less than a day's time, but it is time to give you a preview of that exact game. It's Arsenal versus PSG at the Emirates Stadium. Match week 26, ultimately Primetime. We are getting very near to the end of this season, ladies and gentlemen. And it's PSG's to lose, as you would imagine. They hope to go for their third Ultimate League crown in 5 years of being in the league, actually. They've fought in the quarters each of the seasons that they haven't been champions. Meanwhile, Arsenal are to do without Miles Lewis-Skelly in the left-back position tonight. He has been red-carded for a game week against Villarreal last Monday. As for last Monday, PSG took care of RB Leipzig 5 goals to 2 and a Bradley Barcola hat-trick. Martin Odegaard is back in after his suspension in match week 24 up against Napoli in Naples. Also currently sitting 7th, PSG obviously top of the league, first to clinch, and whether this could be quite the result for them. So through midfield, Odegaard obviously goes back in, Mikel Merino, Ethan Nwaneri, and Leandro Trossard as the front three. No Bukayo Saka, he's on the bench. Jurgen Timber, and replacing Lewis Skelly is Kieran Tierney. 4-3-3 for Luis Enrique's side. It's the same back four. Fabian Ruiz actually tends to Zaire Emery in midfield. Dembele is a striker with Kvaratskhelia on the right and Barcola on the left. So off we go then. Arsenal in the red, PSG in the navy. Are we in for a classic? Game on from the Emirates Stadium. If PSG manage to win, they will go 13 points clear. They're already 10 clear ahead of Liverpool. And, well, something in first shot of the game there. Easily held by Raya. Mikel Merino further forward for Arsenal, which is always a rare sight. Here's Barcola, Dembele, Saliba and Kivior got to be tight. As is Tierney, his first taste of ultimately action. Was on loan to Real Sociedad last year. And he did okay. He didn't make playoffs, but got close in the end. Odegaard! He's made some progress. Rice hits from distance. We know how dangerous he can be from distance. Just ask Real Madrid. That game has yet to happen in this Ultimate League this season so far. Dembele and Neves onside, and the rebound's there. And he is onside. It is 1-0. Well, I was not expecting that. The atmosphere has gone completely silent. Much to PSG's delight. We saw Dembele get the better of Saliba. And I think because the French centre-back has followed Dembele, Neves is there onside. He gets the rebound off the save from Raya. And just like that, the league leaders take advantage. We're taking early advantage. 8 minutes gone. 1-0 to the Parisians, and Arsenal could be in trouble. Trossard, Odegaard, nice little 1-2. Opens up the space, draws in Hakimi as well. This is Odegaard, lots of space for the Norwegian! What a save, Donnarumma! I mean, despite his tall frame, he still had to fly out of his goal to stop that one. Wanyeri take this corner. Usually would meant to be Saka, but never mind. Wanyeri delivers. Mendes gets it away as far as Trossard. And Jean Neves, what a challenge that is. I'm pretty sure it will be another Arsenal corner, but it's his goal so far. He just gets there ahead of right for the second touch. And that one's an even worse one than the first. Timber. Rice. Mikel Merino. Back towards Rice. Still Mikel Merino. Shot is blocked by Pacho and away by Hakimi. Here's Kvaratskhelia up against Kivior, away from Tierney. Kvaratskhelia, oh, that is special. One of a kind talent. A piece of Georgian brilliance. Look at that. Eat your heart out, Ricardo Quaresma. He gets away from the Scots led back. Draws the space away from Kivior, and that is just audacious. It's a misery compiler for Arsenal. He is on top form. (2-0) PSG. And it could get even worse. Here's Kvaratskhelia again. He's red hot. Dembele. Tierney backs off. Finds Kvaratskhelia. This could be one hell of a mismatch. And Wright makes another save. Arsenal on the complete back foot in the opening 20 minutes. Wanyeri now. A lot of space to run. Still Wanyeri. Trying to find Odegaard. He will maintain possession. Finds Trossard instead, and that is lazy into the hands of Donnarumma. Keeper rents the corner. But also will get another chance here. Saliba into Thomas Partey. Here's Declan Rice. Portini now. Portini. The referee is now joining the midfield. I mean, Kieran Tierney, obviously. Fabian Ruiz. Here's Dembele now. Here's shit looking ever so dangerous, but Jurgen Timber does well, chips it back to his goalkeeper. And Kivior will switch the play. Chip ball towards Rice. Tierney. And now Trossard. Up against Hakimi. This is going to be quite the marquee matchup down this wing. Trossard gets the better of him. Easily, mind you. But Merino was a bit late to receive that pass, and Pacho took full advantage. Dembele, second by the cherry, gets a two by Kolu. Could look to shoot here. Hat-trick last week. Kvaratskhelia. Smashed to the face of Timber. It's absolute chaos in the Arsenal D. Ruiz. Here's Barcola. Nuno Mendes. His first action of the game. Bradley Barcola. And Dembele won't be able to break into the Arsenal's box just yet. Trossard against Hakimi again. And he's got the better of the Moroccan once more. Definitely the bright spot for this Arsenal side at the moment. Mikel Merino into Odegaard, deflected, and I think it's caught enough for Ranieri. Oh yeah, he definitely meant that. They definitely meant that, Arsenal. Pure calculated genius from Mikel Arteta. I mean, you really can't fault Donnarumma. He's been short-sighted. That is one of the unique goals of this Ultimate League season. It's come off the head of the Italian stallion. And I guess I'm going to have to give the assist there to Odegaard. It first looked like his shot. When Yeri stays on side. And it's bobbled over the line. A lifeline for Arsenal. And they'll win a free kick here. Oh no, it's going to be PSG actually, never mind. Keen to deliver it. It's going to be a 4, maybe even 5-man Arsenal wall. Or maybe Kibio's just a lookout. Definitely seems to be, but he is guarding Bradley Barcola there. Hakimi dinks it. Marquinhos wins the header, but it's finding no one in a navy shirt. Well, there's the goal again. Turns out he's actually redirected it on target. And it has gone in. Granted, the way that I do assists, that does still count as an Odegaard assist. And it keeps him in the running for the Assist King award that you will see at the start of June. And the season finally ends. Trossard. That's a poor touch. Poor pass even. It's Vitinha. Thomas Partey and Declan Rice being a double pivot there. He's definitely taking their foot off the gas at the moment. And again, Tierney, not having the greatest of first impressions. Vitinha, there's Kvaratskhelia, Golson behind. Dembele. It'll fall for Jean Neves again! This kid is something else. Definitely a future grave if he keeps going on like this. It's his second of the night. And he always loves scoring in prime time for PSG. This one, a much better taking finish than the first. Not that I'll be complaining. Five to go before half time. It's 3-1 PSG. And it doesn't look like anyone's going to stop him. Merino. Trossard. This is Mikel Merino. Marquinhos, great challenge. Just as he was about to shoot. There's going to be all sorts of frustration there on Mikel Merino's face. Timber. Nice challenge to win Arsenal back possession. Here's Kibio. Trossard again. Hakimi is just getting absolutely rinsed every time. And a lovely little back heel finds Odegaard, who fires it, and that nearly was one of the goals of the season just like that. He's trying to do what Kvaratskhelia has done, but even further out, and it is just inches wide. Well, the goalkeeper was well beaten. And that will probably be the last shot that we have of this first half. Which has been nothing short of entertaining. Pacho. It looks a time wasted off. Donnarumma hacks it away. And even though Rice wins that header, we will go into the half-time break. With PSG restoring their 2-goal advantage. And Jean Neves bagging a brace from midfield. I mean, he's not really got much into the game, but then again, when he does receive the ball, it's usually used as a layoff for another Arsenal attacker in plenty of more space. That's been quite even from the XG. I'm surprised PSG don't have higher considering that Jean Neves' first goal, but never mind. Arsenal actually win the XG just by a single point, but this game is definitely calling out for some Bukayo Saka brilliance, I'll tell you that much. Of course, can't go back into the second half without seeing that. Oh my goodness me, Dembele. What a game you are having somehow. 2 assists for him. I think he must have got that first Jean Neves assist. He definitely got the second one. Hakimi Kvaratskhelia with one of the goals of the week, maybe even the goal of the month. Wanyeri, I mean, that says it all. 6.5 with the goal as well. Odegaard's assist doesn't count. It does for me. Definitely weird how they definitely managed these, EA, but never mind. Second half underway from the Emirates. No changes as per usual. Trossard. Here's Marino. Will be Marino still. He'll find Odegaard. There's Wanyeri. Chance now to explode into life perhaps for the young teenager of Pacho. Another teenager is saying none of that. Oh, the 50s there. And Ruiz. Well, Partey got caught in no man's land. Here's Barcola. Saliba got to make this interception, but he's been knocked off the ball by Barcola. He's in there. It's 4-1. Just utter devastation from PSG. You give them an inch and they're going to punish you. And he adds to his hat-trick from the Parc des Princes last week. I mean, what is Saliba doing here? He's completely daydreaming. And there's not much the rest of the Arsenal fans can do about that. I mean, I knew that was going in the second that Barcola got the ball. And it's now turned into a 3-goal cushion. Barcola. Here's Dembele now. He could maybe top off his night with a goal. Kvaratskhelia. Dembele hits one. He took on my advice. Straight at the goalkeeper, however. Trossard. Again, down the left-hand side. Holds it up this time, but Tierney not there to receive the pass. And on comes Bukayo Saka. I think Mikel's done enough. He's seen enough, at least. What can the problem child, or the golden child, I think his name is. Oh, hang on a minute. Ruiz into Barcola. He's onside there. And Raya makes a brilliant smothering stop to keep the scores at 4-1. One quick slice through ball there and PSG are in an instant. Dembele. Away by Trossard. It finds Pacho. Barcola, Hakimi into Ruiz. It's deflected off Thomas Partey going out for another PSG corner. And there alters 11 life in the far corner of the Emirates. Was when Dembele going long. Sits Kivio instead, hooked away by Rice. Jean Neves there to maintain possession for the Parisians. Hakimi. Okay, Neves so closer to Arsenal's goal again in the final third. Is Ruiz back to Dembele. And Saliba will start another Arsenal attack. Odegaard. And for Saka. Marino. Declan Rice. Odegaard. Odegaard from distance. Bit more direction and that would have caused Donnarumma problems. It's something at least for Arsenal. We saw this during prime time last year in the Parc des Princes, week 11. That ended in a 1-1 draw. Dembele got on the score sheet there, but also so did Bukayo Saka. Marino. Marquinhos with the interception, and Donnarumma just gets ahead of Saka. He's hungry for a goal. Partey. Odegaard again. Marino. Finds Trossard on the left-hand side. Hakimi up against him again. It's a lovely cross. And Saka's volley is wide and he's offside as well. And that'll be the end for Leandro Trossard tonight. Also the end for William Pacho. On comes Lucas Hernandez. When Martinelli, who scored last week, will come on in his place. Dembele. Here is Bradley Barcola. And still Barcola through the centre. Oh, come on! Just stop it! Or stop him at least. I'll give the short answer. You really can't. It's a fifth. Away from Timber, Saliba's late to react. He gets through, Raya just stays there like a statue in net. And another acute angle finish. I mean, how do you stop this juggernaut? This is one of the most dominant campaigns I have seen in this league's short history. They are unbeaten at home. And the only time that they've lost all season is to a team in the relegation zone. Madness. Dembele. Barcola again. He might want a hat-trick here. He's got 5 in the past 2 games. Kvaratskhelia now on the turn and wide. Lillis disappointed for that. He wants more. Ever so ruthless. I mean, the scoreline's definitely flattered PSG. Also have had their moments. But it's just been clinical opportunity after clinical opportunity for them all season long. And you have to admit that they are once again the bookies' favourite to reclaim their title from Aston Villa. I mean, I'm pretty sure those guys are going to be eliminated this week as well. I'll have to calculate it once this game's been done. But I think we have to say it's pretty much curtains after their loss on Friday to Bilbao. And for the final under 15 minutes, it's Gonzalo Ramos' time up front. Dembele's done all he can. 2 assists. Well, 1 assist for me. Saka. Nuno Mendes and Ramos already linking the play. Barcola now. There's Mendes on an island of his own on the left-hand side. Look at this football. C'est magnifique. Well, it was until Ramos ruined it. 10 to go. And it's still a 4-goal lead. Odegaard. And Thomas Partey is possessed by Vitinha in the midfield. That's Neves. He could potentially get a hat-trick here. And that nearly was a hat-trick for the young Portuguese midfielder. Ryan having many difficulties to stop that one. Odegaard finds Martinelli. Hakimi drops off. Mikel Merino. Thomas Partey through the middle. Onside. Big chance for Arsenal. Wow. You really can't. This is ridiculous. A bit Arsenal corner. The Emirates is getting loud, but why though? Jorginho will replace Thomas Partey after that effort. And Zaire Emery will be taking the place of Vitinha. Rice. Away by Kvaratskhelia. Here's Martinelli. And away by João Neves. Now lovely well by Jorginho. So PSG will take on Newcastle United next Monday at the Parc des Princes. I don't see any hope for Newcastle there, especially after what they've done to a playoff contender in Arsenal tonight. As for the Gunners, they face Borussia Dortmund at Signal Iduna Park. A very tense atmosphere, but then again, a winnable match for them. See, 3 so much chance to get through before PSG can celebrate another 3 points. They go 13 clear at the top. Why are you doing that? 13 clear at the top of the league, and it could be with number 6 on the way. No, Jorginho, great tackle. With Monday's wrap-up, I can actually show you the Ultimate League table as we end this week's festivities. And that is the full-time whistle. Boos will rain down for the Emirates, but there's not much you can do against a side just like this Paris Saint-Germain side. Like, wow. They're literally putting this league on easy mode. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Nerf them? I'll let EA try and do that. Try and fail. McCall with 2, Neves with 2, Kvaratskhelia with an absolute peach of a Trevea. And let's see who's going to get the man of the match, presented by Winner. It is Bradley Barcola. Let's see. He's definitely racked up quite a few. He's definitely had 2 in a row, Barcola. He has knocked up his 6th award of the season. Just the 6th behind Mbappe and Musiala, who are all-time in the race. PSG also with this 5-goal haul now are the highest scoring team in the league. It used to be Liverpool, but since they only scored 1, they have dropped off. Real Madrid have also overtaken them as well into 2nd. As for PSG as well, they remain the 2nd least conceded. Only Lazio can better them with 22. And Real Madrid once again in the top 3 as well. And in terms of goals scored, Mbappe has hit 30 goals now for the Ultimate League season. Thuram not so far behind on 27, and Openda on 24, as well as Harry Kane. Dovbyk, Lukaku, and Bradley Barcola is very close behind. He is in joint 5th with 22. As for the assists, however, and Odegaard has naturally leaped up into joint 3rd with Rodrigo. He is 1 behind Mbappe and 7 behind Thuram. So I think Marcus may have that award wrapped up in around a few weeks. In terms of the actual table, right, we'll start with the relegation spots. Sevilla, Gladbach, and Fiorentina occupy those 3. Aston Villa only staying there just because none of the teams managed to win below them. Man United dropped to 28th, Villarreal 27th, City then dropped to 26th, Lyon, Benfica, Barcelona, Galatasaray, Dortmund, Napoli, Newcastle, Juventus, Roma, Leverkusen and Real Betis make up the final non-playoff teams. RB Leipzig squeak in with their draw tonight against Borussia Dortmund. They've also got Real Sociedad in there, Chelsea, Inter Milan, Spurs, AC Milan. Those are your away teams in the playoffs. Atletico will play their home games. Arsenal still remain in 2nd. I'm pretty sure, yes, they are 3 points ahead of Madrid, so that should be fine. But they failed to close the gap on Bilbao, who extend their lead with their win over Aston Villa. That puts them 4 clear of the Gunners in 6th. Bayern in 5th, Real Madrid in 4th, Lazio in 3rd, and Liverpool once again maintain their first round bye. I mean, look at that from PSG. 69 points from 26 games is incredible. 22 wins, 3 draws, 1 defeat to 31st Mönchengladbach. What do you want me to say? Anyway, wait a minute, Dembele got 3? Did it? I might have to see this last goal. I think. Oh, he might have done. You know, he is in close vicinity by call of that. I think I put Nuno Mendes with that assist. Let me just change that real quick, ladies and gentlemen, before I let you go. Bradley Barcola and Ousmane Dembele is 70th minute. There we go. Alright, that'll do it. As we say, so long on another Ultimate League week. 5 to go from London, England. Good night, everybody.